two things that I absolutely love in my life. Number one is badminton. Number two is Toastmasters. And I'm lucky and I'm also proud to say that I have two different mentors in both of these topics. In badminton, long ago when I was living in India, I was already at a good level player, and one day I went to a club and I saw a very old man. He's more than 70 years old, quite short as well, 160 or something, and he was playing absolutely brilliant. And I was intrigued when I looked at him, and I went up to him after the game and I asked him, "You are a fantastic player, and I would like to know if you could give me some tips so that I could be a player like you when I become 70." So then he asked me a question. Do you know what's the difference between the topmost world's number one badminton player and world rank number 30? I thought it was an interesting question, but I did not have an answer. He said, "I'll give you a week. Think about it and come back to me." I said, "All right." Moving on to Toastmasters. Last year, June, when I was given the first opportunity to become a leader, I went up to a person who I always envisioned as a senior Toastmaster, and she was quite amazing. So I went up to her and I asked, "Could you make me a better leader?" And then she asked me a question. "Do you really want to become a leader?" And I was thinking, what was that? I mean, I just asked her to make me a better leader. So I was confused, and then she said, "Take your time. Let's meet after 3 or 6 months. Then we will see what happens." I said, "Okay." Dear Toastmasters and guests, mentors, they come from nowhere from unexpected situations and circumstances, and they make an unimaginable impact in our lives, in the way we do things. Coming back to the point of badminton, now you guys want to know the difference between a rank 1 player and a rank 30 player? It's not the technical skills anymore. At such a high level, only two things matter. Number one is stamina, and number two is confidence. And when he said the word confidence, it was like fireworks inside my head, because I never actually thought that how come confidence would be a factor in a game which has a lot of physical stress. I do know that I have to move from the court to the right, to the left to get back to position. I know it's my brain which is telling my limbic system to move accordingly where the ball comes. But that was not all. It was actually the confidence in my heart which is fueling my brain and obviously making me move to left, to right when I dive and I get up and I get myself in a position to be ready to the return shot. All of this is happening only because of the confidence in my heart. The moment I have known it, my game has improved 100-fold. I've become much faster. Toastmasters. Now, while I was in the leadership position and I was experiencing various things with my team, the very first thing as a leader, also as a nice person, what I said to the team was, every officer can do what they want in their own style, in their own time. And that turned out to be not a great decision, because everyone had their own ideas and thoughts which were contradicting to the team goals. And obviously this began conflicts. And I went up to my mentor after 6 months and I told her everything that's happening. And she asked me two questions. Do you think conflicts are bad? I was still thinking about it. And then she said, whatever you're thinking about conflicts, you have to deal with them by yourself. I don't know how you're going to do it. I will not give you a solution. You have to come up with something. And I do know that I'm not an evil person. So I would not be screaming at anyone. So I just thought to myself, okay, let me learn how to deal with this. And slowly I was able to I started to convince people, and I actually loved the conflicts more and more because I was winning the conflicts. But of course, kidding aside, I did understand that the conflicts that I have with a member or an officer, I do want them to think more on why their solution is better. And also, I even want them to win the conflict because at the end of the day, I am the leader and they are my club officers. And I want to see them win rather than me winning. And this has made a huge impact on my leadership ideas. Coming to the end, mentors. Both of these people have actually taught me the philosophy behind these topics, whether it might be leadership in Toastmasters or in badminton. And that's where I have truly reinvented myself and I made myself much, much better. And I would recommend the same for all of you, that everyone needs one, a mentor who can make an impact, and you will live with that impact for the rest of your life. Thank you.